4, 3, 2, 1.
Studio Classroom is Please stand by. Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome to Studio Classroom, everyone. My name is Gabe, and I'm very happy to be one of your hosts here at Studio Classroom.
And I'm Anne-Marie. Today, we'll be continuing a conversation between friends Phoebe and Joanna about plastic surgery.
And this lesson is called A Better Version of Me.
You know, Gabe, yesterday our lesson mentioned the idea of social acceptability.
Really? How so? I didn't see those words.
Well, Joanna's parents are helping to pay for her plastic surgery as a graduation gift.
Okay.
A good indication that something is becoming socially acceptable is when their parents are okay with the kids doing something.
Ah, I see what you mean. After all, we often think our parents are the ones who are too old-fashioned or conservative.
True, but Joanna's parents don't feel as if there's anything negative about their decision, so there's nothing to hide.
Social acceptability can be a kind of unspoken pressure. Perhaps Phoebe feels a little pressure to be happy that her friend will get plastic surgery. I kind of liked her line from yesterday. I like the face you have.
Hey, me too. Well, today, Phoebe will experience another kind of pressure, the pressure of a discount.
Ooh, that can be powerful. Friends, today is a great day to learn something new.
All right, let's do that together.
A better version of me.
A few days later, Joanna makes Phoebe an offer.
Hey, Phoebe! Remember when I told you I could get you a discount on plastic surgery?
I do, but I just don't know how I feel about getting surgery.
We should do it together. If I bring a friend, we'll both get 10% off.
What exactly are you going to change?
My chin, but I haven't decided how yet.
There are so many styles to choose from.
Why are there so many different styles?
Everyone likes something different. That's why people get plastic surgery. You get to choose how you look.
Hello everyone, welcome to Language Lab. I'm Jack. 我们先来看 percent 这个字。percent 在文章里是名词，重音在第二音节。percent 是1%或百分比的意思，要放在数字后面。例如 10% off 的意思就是去掉10%，也就是9折的意思。我们来看例句 Vivian got 50% off her airline ticket to France by buying it 6 months in advance. Vivian 去法国的机票打5折，因为她提前6个月就买了。或是Ivan puts 30% of his salary into a savings account every month. Ivan 每个月呢，把薪水的30%存到储蓄账户里。另外 ，percentage 也是名词，意思是百分比或比率，通常不会跟数字放在一起。譬如说 ，A large percentage of Spain's population lives along the Spanish coast. 西班牙大部分的人口都分布在沿海一带。接下来我们来看名词 style。style 的意思是样式或是风格。例如 What style of house are you thinking of buying? 你想要买哪一种风格的房子呢？或是 Marie's sense of style is very unique. I think she designs her own clothes. Marie 的时尚品味非常独特，我想她穿的衣服都是自己设计的。另外 in style 的意思是时髦或豪华的，譬如 Susie's clothes are always in style. She must spend a lot of money on them. Susie 的服装都很时髦，她一定在上面花了很多钱。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Thank you very much, Jack. Friends, let's continue here. We read a few days later, Joanna makes Phoebe an offer. And before we continue, let's talk about that phrase, when you make someone an offer. It could mean different things. It could mean that you are offering to give someone a certain amount of money for something. That's not what it means here. So to make someone an offer means to ask if someone would like to do something, especially mentioning some kind of benefit involved.
That's true. And this phrase actually reminds me of a couple other phrases as well. Like, for example, making a deal.
Make a deal. We're going to talk about that, or we'll talk about a deal later in our lesson.
Or make an offer that you can't refuse. Have you heard that saying before?
Is directly from the Godfather movie, Jiao Fu. I wrote that down too.
Oh, really?
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Oh, my. Well, when I think of that, I generally think of maybe making some kind of purchase.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if you want to buy something from somebody, you could say, hey, do you want to sell your car? I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay, that means you're going to give a price that the person probably will think is nice and not too expensive. They won't be able to refuse that offer. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
But Phoebe isn't buying anything from Joanna in this sentence. So let's see what exactly the offer is. Joanna says, hey, Phoebe, remember when I told you I could get you a discount on plastic surgery?
Oh, a discount. See, that's where the discount comes in. Discounts can sound very appealing, can't they? Everybody likes to buy something at a cheaper price, so you can get a discount on something, a discount on plastic surgery. You know, this sentence could have started, maybe should have, if it was a normal writing, should have started with the words do you. So, do you remember when I told you I could get you a discount on plastic surgery?
Oh, that's true.
However, in conversation, often we drop those opening words, so you don't have to say do you.
And Phoebe responds, I do, but I just don't know how I feel about getting surgery.
Well, I want to talk about that phrase. I know how I feel about this. This is a good phrase for you to know. I know how I feel about something, or I don't know how I feel about something. It's a way to express doubt, okay? Maybe it's because you haven't thought completely through the subject, so you're not sure how you feel.
I have an example.
All right.
I really, really want a new iPhone.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I don't know how I feel about paying that much for a new phone.
Well, yeah, that's why. They're expensive.
They are very expensive, and so I would have to think through it more to decide if it's something I would actually want to do or something I wouldn't want to do, which is exactly what's going on in our lesson here. Phoebe just isn't sure how she feels. She doesn't know her opinion about getting surgery.
Yeah, even perhaps if the surgery was free, maybe she would say the same thing. I don't know how I feel. What does Joanna say?
Joanna says we should do it together. If I bring a friend, we'll both get 10% off, a discount.
10% off. Hey, you know what? When I'm shopping for something in Taipei, they say something like 打九折, right? Because and when I hear that, I think, wow. I think in the English, okay, nine must be 90% off. That's really cheap.
I thought the same thing when I was learning Chinese. It took me forever to learn exactly how that worked.
Right.
We have a trick.
Yeah, what's the trick?
We always say it's 90% on.
90% on.
In English, it's 10% off. In Chinese, it's 90% on.
That's pretty funny. And a great way to remember it, yes. But same idea here, 打九折 is 10% off of an item or product. So Phoebe says, what exactly are you going to change? She wants to change her chin, but she hasn't decided how yet. There are so many different styles to choose from.
Well, one way to change your face that's permanent is plastic surgery. Another way to change your face that isn't permanent is makeup, and that's what we are going to learn about right now in our Info Cloud.
Welcome to InfoCloud. Today, you're watching a video to learn English, but did you know you can learn a lot more things online?
That's right. There are all kinds of tutorials on the internet.
You can watch people play video games or learn how to cook a new dish.
Or you can watch makeup tutorials. A lot of young women enjoy watching these online.
You mean how to put on makeup? It seems pretty simple. Put lipstick on your lips and eyeshadow on your eyes.
Okay, well, if you know so much about makeup, tell me, how is mascara used?
That one is really hard to guess.
Okay, well, it's used on your eyelashes, and you can learn what kind of mascara suits you by watching a makeup tutorial. There are some pretty advanced techniques, you know?
I can imagine. Getting thin eyeliner along the edges of your eyelid looks very challenging.
It is, and so is drawing in your eyebrows.
Well, even if you don't wear makeup, learning about makeup and beauty products can also help you learn some different English names for body parts.
Yes, like eyelid, eyelash, and eyebrows. If you want to try different ways of putting on makeup, be sure to check out some online tutorials.
很多人喜欢上网学习不同的技能和知识，今天要跟大家分享一些跟化妆有关的用语。首先，在网络上有很多 tutorials 指导影片，可以教你基本的化妆方式，我们称为 makeup tutorials。只要看这类的影片，就可以得到基本化妆知识，像是 put lipstick on your lips， 把口红涂在你的嘴唇上，还有 put eyeshadow on your eyes， 把眼影涂在你的眼部周围。说到眼睛，当然少不了 put mascara on your eyelashes， 把睫毛膏涂在你的眼睫毛上，以及 put eyeliner on your eyelid， 在你的眼皮上涂眼线。最后相当重要的就是画眉 drawing in your eyebrows， 听起来真的是有点复杂，不过任何你想要知道的相关资讯在网络上都可以找得到。这就是今天的 Info Cloud， 我们下次再见。
Studio Classroom is on the air.
Welcome back to Studio Classroom. So, Gabe, would you ever get plastic surgery?
I don't plan on it.
What if you could get plastic surgery done for free?
I still gotta think about that. There are things that I could do to improve some of my facial features for sure, but I'm still not sure what message that would be sending to some of the people that I love.
Yeah, I hear ya, but it is a great thing to discuss. Let's continue with the discussion in our lesson right now.
A better version of me.
That's why I use makeup. I like the way it looks, but I don't have to wear it every day.
Makeup won't change the way my chin looks, and I'm tired of feeling self-conscious every time someone takes a picture.
But is surgery really necessary?
I want to get ahead in life, and I think it's important to look good.
What does look good really mean? I think people's ideas about beauty are unrealistic. They change all the time, and surgery is permanent.
So you don't want a good deal on cosmetic surgery then?
No thanks. I'm happy with my face the way it is.
Okay.
OK， 我们再来看名词 makeup， 意思是化妆或化妆品。例如说 ，Beatrice had her makeup professionally done for her wedding。Beatrice 结婚的新娘妆是请专业的彩妆师画的。或是 My favorite brand of makeup is going on sale today. Let's go shopping. 我最喜欢的化妆品今天有特价，一起去买吧。另外 ，makeup 也有组合或构成的意思，譬如 if you don't change the makeup of the basketball team, we are going to lose every game. 我们如果不改变篮球队成员的组合，就会屡战屡败。最后，我们来看 unrealistic 这个形容词，在文章里 unrealistic 的意思是不切实际的。譬如 If you go into marriage with unrealistic expectations, you will be very disappointed. 如果你带着不切实际的期待进入婚姻，一定会非常失望。或是 So many houses in that neighborhood are for sale at unrealistic prices. 那个住宅区里要出售的许多房子的价格都很不切实际。另外，要说一个人做某件事很不切实际，要在 unrealistic 后面加上 of someone to do something. 譬如 It is unrealistic of Mr. Sherman to think we can get all of this work done by tomorrow. Sherman 先生认为我们明天以前可以完成所有的工作，是很不切实际的想法。Okay, let's get back to our teachers.
Well, thank you very much, Jack. Friends, let's continue with this conversation. Now, earlier in the info cloud, you learned about makeup, and Phoebe talks about it here. That's why I use makeup. Anne-Marie mentioned earlier that it's a non-permanent way of changing your face, okay? I like the way it looks, but I don't have to wear it every day.
Joanna says, though, makeup won't change the way my chin looks. Well, that's debatable. I think that if you're really good at makeup, you could actually contour your chin, but maybe Joanna's not too good at makeup.
Oh, well, contour is kind of like a makeup term,
right? Oh,
right?
That's true.
Yeah, it's kind of like crafting or shaping the different parts of your face.
I've seen some people contour their nose before to make it look thinner, or contour their cheekbones to make them look higher.
Yeah, or softer or something like that.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of, I remember we had to use stage makeup in high school and college anytime you're going on stage to perform. And I think there are some similar tricks to when you're just doing regular makeup. You're adding shadows here and there to kind of change the way that it looks to somebody else, especially at a distance.
It takes a lot of skill to be able to do that kind of makeup. And Joanna says that she's just tired of feeling self-conscious every time someone takes a picture. It's a little sad, isn't it, that she feels self-conscious every time her photo's taken?
Exactly, but that's something we want to talk about here, friends. Yesterday, a key idea was confidence. Now we might call it the flip side of confidence, right? Feeling self-conscious, okay? That means you're nervous or uncomfortable because you're worried about what other people think of you. Maybe you're worried about what they think of the way you look or something that you did. In Chinese, you might say, 不自在.
A lot of people feel self-conscious because of physical features, just like Joanna here does, but sometimes maybe people feel self-conscious about something else, maybe the way they act or the way they speak as well.
Exactly. So you might really feel self-conscious in different situations. Do you remember the first time? Probably not. You can't remember the first time you felt self-conscious, right?
Actually, I do.
You do?
I can remember the first time in my life that I felt self-conscious.
Well, please tell us.
All right. Well, I was in first grade, so I was probably about 6 years old.
Yeah.
And we had a Christmas concert in school, and we all had to line up according to height to line up for the singing part of the program. And I realized that I was the first in line, which meant that I was the tallest kid in my class of 30 kids.
And so that's the first time you realized you were taller than other kids your age.
Yes, and it made me really self-conscious about my height.
Oh, you remember that?
It's very, very ingrained very deep in my memory.
Wow. Well, maybe you remember the first time you felt really self-conscious. For a lot of people, maybe around junior high is when they start to really kind of be self-conscious every day and really worry about what other people think. I don't remember the first time really feeling self-conscious. There's a related word, and it's more positive, and it's self-aware. It's good to be self-aware. That means you know your place in society, how other people view you and see you, but you don't feel uncomfortable or nervous about it.
I think when you're self-aware, you are aware of the good parts and the bad parts about yourself and your personality.
Exactly, but it does not take away from your confidence. That's a key difference. Well, we continue here with our lesson. Joanna has something we want to talk about. She says something, She says, I want to get ahead in life. That's the usage tip for this lesson. You can learn more about it in your magazine. But to get ahead means to become successful, sometimes more successful than others.
I think for me, the best way to get ahead in life is to learn basic life skills, not necessarily focus on what you look like.
Oh, that's a great point. Well, later on in this lesson, Joanna says something else here. You don't want a good deal on cosmetic surgery. There's that word deal again. To get a good deal on something, that means to get a good price on something.
And Phoebe says, no thanks. I'm happy with my face the way it is. Why don't we listen to this conversation one more time in our conversation replay?
A few days later, Joanna makes Phoebe an offer.
Hey, Phoebe! Remember when I told you I could get you a discount on plastic surgery?
I do, but I just don't know how I feel about getting surgery.
We should do it together. If I bring a friend, we'll both get 10% off.
What exactly are you going to change?
My chin, but I haven't decided how yet.
There are so many styles to choose from.
Why are there so many different styles?
Everyone likes something different. That's why people get plastic surgery. You get to choose how you look.
That's why I use makeup. I like the way it looks, but I don't have to wear it every day.
Makeup won't change the way my chin looks, and I'm tired of feeling self-conscious every time someone takes a picture.
But is surgery really necessary?
I want to get ahead in life, and I think it's important to look good.
What does look good really mean? I think people's ideas about beauty are unrealistic. They change all the time, and surgery is permanent.
So you don't want a good deal on cosmetic surgery then?
No thanks. I'm happy with my face the way it is.
Okay.
I'm happy with my face the way it is. That's a great line to end with, but one that's not true for everyone. But you know, they say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Do you think that that is true? That maybe beauty means something different to everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're all individuals and we all have our own ideas about what is good looking and not good looking. So that's our own personal preference, right? Different people believe or think that different kinds of people are attractive.
That's true. And it doesn't only have to do with outer beauty. I think something we can forget about sometimes is that when we meet somebody, our impression is not only of their outer appearance, it's also the way they carry themselves. Anne-Marie mentioned the way that they dress, their personality. Someone's personality is a big factor in the way that I view somebody or even perceive their beauty.
That's true. So you also think that beauty really is in the eye of the beholder?
I do. I think that there are some standards that society kind of sets for us that maybe kind of guide us to think a certain way about what beauty is or what being handsome is. But yeah, I think it really does come down to each individual.
Well, here's another question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think that those standards that are given to us by social media or from the press or from movies, do you think that is a fair standard for everybody else to follow?
Probably not fair. You know, I think that we probably, our lesson asked the question about fixing ourselves or fixing the way we think about beauty. I think we do need to think about fixing the way we think about beauty because character is always more important, and character can make someone very beautiful, much more than their outer appearance.
Excellent point. Well, those are some things you can definitely talk about and think about yourselves, friends, in English. Thank you for joining us for this lesson, and we will have a new one for you next time right here on Studio Classroom.
I am so proud to have you in my life. A good friend lasts a lifetime.